Tesla Giga Berlin may get surprise approval for the upcoming GigaFest. A new report from Reuters indicates that Tesla plans to have 9,000 attendees on site at Giga Berlin, according to local authorities. However, the current rules restrict gatherings that are considered large to only 5,000 people. The documents available suggest that the application, however, will be approved, one spokesperson said. The quote was obtained by German media outlet BZ, which Reuters then confirmed. In this report, we're going to also tell you all about Tesla's new two applications for two special permits and the approval to build tanks for gas and antifreeze. Welcome back, dear friends. This is Armin Harayan from TorqueNews.com. Please subscribe to our channel for daily Tesla and electric vehicle news and give us thumbs up if you find this report informative, please. Tesla has applied for two special permits from the Oder-Spree district to host the event at Giga Berlin. Tesla is attempting to secure a waiver from German government agencies for its upcoming GigaFest event at its Giga Berlin factory on October 9, so it can have 9,000 people attend the event. The current restrictions, however, limit large gatherings to 5,000 people, but the automaker plans are not necessarily eradicated, as the potential for Tesla to sidestep the restriction looms. Here's how. After being in construction for over 18 months, Tesla's first European Gigafactory is nearing completion. To celebrate the imminent launch of the German Gigafactory in the state of Brandenburg, Tesla is throwing the GigaFest, an event that claims to be similar to a fair of sorts, where people will have the opportunity to tour the new facility, visit on-site booths, join various activities, and ride along in a Model Y electric crossover, the first vehicle that will be produced at Giga Berlin when manufacturing lines begin operation. Joey Klender from Teslarati notes that Tesla is allowing 2 adults and up to 4 children ages 16 and under to attend in one party. Still, this figure is technically unconfirmed, as the automaker will have to obtain permission to have this many people present at the event. Now, a new report from Reuters indicates that Tesla plans to have 9,000 attendees on site at Giga Berlin, according to local authorities. However, current rules restrict gatherings that are considered large to only 5,000 people. The documents available suggest that the application will be approved, one spokesman said. The quote was obtained by German media outlet BZ, which Reuters then confirmed. Tesla has to prove that it will not damage the land or release toxic substances into groundwater, which has been a significant complaint of those who reside near the factory since its initial construction phases began. Environmental groups have also stated that the groundwater situation is of utmost importance, among other things. Interestingly, there is no mention of any mask mandates or vaccination requirements. Tesla launched pre-registration for the event on September 16, publishing a dedicated website for the event. Tesla opens the doors of its Gigafactory in Grünheide on October 9, 2021 and invites citizens of Berlin and Brandenburg to a country fair. Join us to experience the most advanced electric vehicle production plant in the world. You will have the opportunity to see behind the scenes during the factory tour, visit on-site booths, join various activities, and ride along the Model Y, our newest electric car to arrive in Europe. Local food trucks will provide catering during the event, the company said. In addition, Tesla needs a second permit for the folk festival, as the venue is in a water protection area. The company must therefore explain beforehand which water polluting substances could occur at the party, for example, when setting up toilets. Tesla must ensure that these substances do not get into the groundwater. Benke explained that there are many paved areas on the site that have been prepared accordingly. It is to be expected that Tesla can meet this requirement. Tesla boss Elon Musk will be present at the open house. He had confirmed that on Twitter in mid-September. Tesla invites citizens from Brandenburg and Berlin to explore the construction of the site for the first Tesla Gigafactory. Interested parties have to register on the internet registration. Visitors must provide evidence that they have been, actually, interesting news. I'm reading a German media. While a little bit ago I said there was no requirement for masks and vaccination, but in RBB 24, a Brandenburg public media says it reads that visitors must provide evidence that they have been vaccinated, recovered, or tested. Also, in another Giga Berlin news, Tesla has received another preliminary approval for the construction of its factory in Grünheide from the State Office for the Environment. It includes the installation of part of the system technology that company had applied for. Tanks, water tanks, and these water tanks must remain empty for the time being. These are tanks for anti-freeze and windscreen washer fluid, among other things. Commissioning, filling the tanks is not yet permitted, as the Brandenburg Ministry of the Environment announced on Wednesday. In addition, gas tanks for the later storage of nitrogen and carbon dioxide, as well as the early installation of system technology and containers for the sprinkler system, will be approved early. Applications for Tesla for the installation of further parts of the technical building equipment, as well as the testing of the operational reliability of further parts of the system, are still being examined. It is the 17th early approval for the construction of the car factory. The final environmental approval from the state of Brandenburg is still pending. Tesla is therefore building with early approvals, friends. Now, up to 500,000 cars are expected to roll off the assembly line each year from Giga Berlin. Originally, the production of the car was expected to be starting earlier this year, but we're going to be waiting because the start was postponed because the company added a battery factory to its application for approval. According to Prime Minister Dietmar Woidke of Brandenburg, the decision of the final approval of the Tesla factory is conceivable this year. In the first phase, up to 500,000 cars per year, like I said, are planned. A 3-week discussion of the objections of critics is currently going on the internet, which the State Environment Agency will then evaluate. Conservationists and residents fear negative consequences for the environment in the online discussion of more than 800 objections. For example, Tesla opposes concerns about the planned water consumption, the risk of an accident, and the construction without a final permit. And to conclude, production at Giga Berlin is expected, like I said, to commence later this year, ending Tesla's import strategy from Gigafactory Shanghai, where the company has been shipping cars to Europe since the beginning of 2021. Well, friends, let me know your thoughts on all these developments. Is any one of you from Germany or nearby, maybe from Polish border or on the other side of Germany, planning to attend GigaFest, the country fair? Let us know, friends. Feel free to send us some videos and some images if you can. This is Armen Hareyan from torquenews.com. Please subscribe to our channel for daily Tesla news. You have seen me doing some AI voices, so I'm going to do a mix because some people like the AI voice, some people like the more human voice, which I like as well, but it's a lot of work. But I will do a mix and I will keep the human voice, of course. So have a great day, everyone. God bless you. Peace be with all of you, and let's continue the discussion in the comment section below. And please give us thumbs up if you find this video helpful. See you soon.